Hello students, I hope you all would be fine. Today we will be starting a new lesson in English literature and the lesson's name is Dr. Dolittle. Very short summary I am telling you. This is not a very factual story, not a true story, but it is a type of fantasy that has been thought by the writer in an excellent way. It has been told that there is a doctor who is the lover of animals, and he has so many types of animals, and he can uh, speak and he can understand the language of every animal. And in his house there are all the types of animals. Even he has set up a private zoo in his house for larger animals. And one boy whose name is the doctor's name is Stubbins, and one boy whose name is the doctor name is Dr. Doolittle, and one boy whose name is Stubbins. He came to the doctor because he came to know that Dr. Doolittle treats the animals, and he had a squirrel with him, and he thought that when I will go to the doctor and to tell him that my squirrel is sick, he will come to my house and he will treat the squirrel. So he just reached the house, and the doctor very positively responded. He immediately agreed that I will go to your house with you, and I will see the squirrel. And with the squirrel, with but means Dr. Doolittle and Stubbins, both of them are coming to Stubbins' house, and what the in the way what they are talking, when they reached home, what happened. All these are the incidents related to uh, the whole of the story circulates around the instances of animals and fantasies. So we have to start it. Before starting, we will be seeing the word meanings. First is thrushes. We all know birds, about birds. So suppose that if I say thrushes were singing in the garden, thrushes means birds only. Birds or thrushes are the synonyms, word meanings there. Splendid means marvelous. Suppose that if I say what a marvelous performance, what a great performance, that is also we can say splendid performance. In Hindi we say Shandar, that is called splendid. Solomon means serious. Winning means cry of a dog. If a dog is crying, that we can say the dog is winning. Winning, cry of dog. Queer means strange. Suppose that if any strange person is coming or any strange thing is happening to us, we can use the word queer for this situation, strange situation. Swarm means large number of. Scandalized means shocked, and skimming means gliding in air. Skimming means gliding in air. Gliding in air, isn't it? Gliding in air. So without spending much of time, let us come to the story. Read and rejoice. Can you talk in squirrel language? I asked. I asked means Stubbins, the boy whose squirrel is sick. He came to know that Dr. Doolittle is a animal doctor, and the animal doctor is also called veterinarian. Veterinarian, as animal doctor is called. So he went to the veterinarian, Dr. Doolittle, and he is talking to him. Can you talk in squirrel language? I asked. Means the Stubbins is asking, can you talk in squirrel language? Oh yes, that's quite an easy language, said the doctor. You could learn that yourself without a great deal of trouble. But why do you ask? The doctor is saying that yes, why are you asking? It is very easy. Because I have a sick squirrel at home, I said. I took it away from a hawk, but two of its legs are badly hurt, and I wanted to very much to have you see it, if you would. Shall I bring it tomorrow? He is saying that yes, uh, because I have a squirrel at my home, and one hawk was catching it, and I saved it from the hawk, and he is sick. So that is why I am asking. Well, if its legs is badly broken, I think I had better see it tonight. It may be too late to do much, but I will come home with you and take a look at it. Then the doctor is replied, yes, if your squirrel's leg is badly broken, then it is not better that I come tomorrow. I will come today only in night. so that I can see, and if there is so much of pain to the squirrel, I can give some medicine to him. Come along, he said. The rain has stopped now. Doctor said to Stubbins that come along. It was raining, but now it has been stopped. Outside it had grown bright again, and the evening sky was all red with the setting sun, and thrushes were singing in garden as we opened the gate to go down on the onto the road. So when they came down, it was the very evening time. Sun was setting. The thrushes, I told you, thrushes means bird. Birds were singing, and they went down on the road. They opened the gate and went down on the road. I think your house is the most interesting house I was ever in, I said as we set off in the direction of the town. Stubbins is saying that up till now, the number of houses that I have traveled, your house is the most interesting house that I have traveled. He said to the doctor, may I come and see you again tomorrow? He is asking that, doctor, can I come and see you again in your house? Certainly, said the doctor. Come any day you like. Doctor is saying any day you can come. Tomorrow I will show you the garden and my private zoo. Doctor is saying that tomorrow if you come, I will show you my garden also, and I have a private zoo also. So you can see it. Oh, you have a zoo? I asked. Stubbins is asking, you have a zoo? Yes, said he. The larger animals are too big for the house, so I keep them in a zoo in the garden. He is saying that, yes, I have a zoo, because larger animals we cannot keep in our house, so I have to set up a zoo for them. It must be splendid, I said. He said that it is very good that you are setting zoo. It is able to see that zoo. To be able to talk to all the language of the different animals, do you think I could ever learn to do it? He is saying to the doctor that you are able to talk to every animal in their language. Can I can also be able to talk to the animals in their language? Doctor is saying, oh surely. With practice, you have to be very patient, you know. Doctor is saying that yes, you can do, but with practice, and you have to be very patient. You really ought to have Polynesia to start you. It was she who gave me my first lessons. He said that if Polynesia would have been with you, then it will be quite easy for you. Who is Polynesia? It's a parrot. So he is saying that if Polynesia is with you, it will be easy to start. Who is Polynesia? I asked. Stubbins is asking, who is Polynesia? Polynesia was a West African parrot I had. She isn't with me anymore now, said the doctor sadly. Doctor is saying that she was the parrot of West Africa, but she is now no more with me. She is there in Africa only. Why? Is she dead? Stubbins said, is she dead? Doctor said, oh no, she is still living. She said that she is still living, I hope. But when we reached Africa, she seemed so glad to get back to her own country that she wept for joy. He is saying that when we went to Africa, then this Polynesia started crying that this was her home country, and she was wanting to that she would remain there only in Africa. So we left the Polynesia in Africa only. He is saying. And when the time came for me to come back here, I had not the heart to take away from that sunny land. That's what he is saying, that I could not take her back from that African country. She was one of the best friends I ever had. It was she who first gave me the idea of learning the animal languages and becoming an animal doctor. I often wonder if she remained happy in Africa and whether I shall ever see her funny old Solomon face again. Good old Polynesia, a most extraordinary bird. Well. Then he is saying that I remember Polynesia very well, and I want to see her Solomon serious face once again. And he is remembering Polynesia. Just at the moment we heard the noise of someone running behind us, and turning round we saw Zip the dog rushing down the road after us as fast as his leg could bring him. He seemed very excited about something, and as soon as he came up to us, he started barking and whinnying to a doctor in a particular way. Stubbins is saying that I and doctor were talking all these things, and suddenly a noise came from backside, and we saw that a dog came, and he's trying to say something to the doctor, and the dog's name was Zip. And what did he say? Then the doctor too seemed to get all worked up and began talking and making queer signs to the dog. Doctor also started to talk to the dog in his own language. At length he turned to me, his face shining with happiness, and the dog again turned to Stubbins, and it seemed that the dog is quite happy. Polynesia has come back, he cried. Imagine it. Means the dog said to the doctor in his own language that Polynesia has come back. Jip says she has just arrived at the house. And it's 5 years since I saw her. Doctor is saying to Stubbins that Jip is telling me that Polynesia has come to my house after 5 years, and when I saw her 5 years back, now she has come. Excuse me a minute. Doctor is saying, excuse me a minute. I am going to see Polynesia. He turned as if to go back home, but the parrot Polynesia was already flying towards us. The doctor clapped his hands like a child getting a new toy, while the swarm of sparrows in the roadway fluttered, gossiping up onto the fences, highly scandalized to see a grey and scarlet parrot skimming down an English lane. So the parrot came and sat on the shoulder of the doctor, and the sparrows also came there, and they were thinking who is sitting on the shoulders of the doctor. And she was the doctor was moving on the lane, and the parrot was sitting on the shoulder. On she came straight onto the doctor's shoulder, when she immediately began talking a steady stream in a language I could not understand. The parrot started to talk to the doctor in her own language, but the Stubbins is saying that I could not understand what she was talking. She seemed to have a terrible lot to say, and very soon the doctor had forgotten all about me and my squirrel and Zip and everything else, till at length the bird clearly asked him something about me. So they were talking, but Stubbins is saying I could not understand. And when the parrot asked to the doctor about me, then I think that I was little bit understanding that they both parrot and the doctor are talking about me. Oh, excuse me, Stubbins, said the doctor. Doctor is saying to Stubbins, excuse me, I was so interested listening to my old friend here. We must get in and see the squirrel of yours, Polynesia. This is Thomas Stubbins. So the doctor is saying to the parrot that, see Polynesia, this is Thomas Stubbins, and we are going to see his squirrel. His squirrel is sick. The parrot on the doctor's shoulder nodded gravely towards me, and then, to my great surprise, said quietly, plainly in English. And the parrot said to Stubbins in English. She was talking in English. How do you do? I remember the night you were born. The parrot is saying that when you were born, I remember that night. It was a terrible cold winter. You were a very ugly baby. Ugly means those who are not beautiful. The parrot is saying that when you were born, you were not very beautiful. You were very ugly. You are about 9 years old, aren't you? The parrot is asking to Stubbins that today you are 9 years old, isn't it? Then she asked. Stubbins is anxious to learn animal language, said the doctor. Doctor said that Stubbins is very anxious, very eagerly trying to learn the animal language. The doctor said to the parrot that Stubbins is wanting to learn the animal's language. I was just telling him about you and the lessons you gave me when Jip ran up and told us you had arrived. He is saying that I was talking to Stubbins about you only, and in between Jip came running and he told that you have come. So today up till here we will study, and the remaining part we will try to complete up in the later video. PDF I am sending. Prepare smaller questions of objective types. Thank you and have a wonderful day.